I'm going to demonstrate how to do a seated piriformis stretch. Just as a reminder, the piriformis muscle is that deep muscle in our hip that allows us to externally rotate our leg. One of the most common stretches that focuses on your piriformis is the pigeon pose, especially for you yogis out there. Pigeon is a really hit in most yoga classes, but pigeon is quite advanced and it doesn't always work with people's bodies. So this seated version is a little less intense and might be a better stretch for you. So give it a try. To start off, we're going to take a seat on the floor and extend our legs in front of us. And most of us have really tight hips, so I kind of like to get that hip warmed up and moving a little bit before we moved into the stretch. So to do that, you're going to bring your left foot in towards your belly, and then you're going to cradle that right leg, your right foot in towards your belly, and then we're going to cradle that right leg like a little baby. So we're going to bring our knee into the crease of the elbow, hold the ankle with the left hand, and then start to shift your leg from side to side, kind of maybe in a circular motion in both directions. To get some movement going into the leg, kind of just notice what you feel. Notice if it's really tight, notice if you're loose, just see where you're at. And then place your right ankle on top of your left thigh. It's very important that we keep our right foot flexed, toes towards the shin, so that we protect our right knee. Now place your hands behind you for your support. Fingers are going to be to the back of the room, thumbs to the outside. We really want to press into the hands so that we keep our chest open and lifted, a long belly, a long spine. So pressing into the hands, because it's really easy. A lot of people tend to dump into the shoulders and just hang out here. We want to stay active and lifted, pressing into the hands. Now, to deepen the stretch in our hip, you're going to bend into your left knee and see if you can get your left foot flat on the floor. For most of us, not most of us, but for some of us, this is enough of a stretch right here. The knee's not going to bend too much on that left leg. For others, if you need a deeper stretch, you can walk your hips forward towards the left heel or walk your left heel towards the hips until you get a really big stretch. Then you're going to press into the hands to keep the spine long. Keep pressing your right knee away from you to deepen the stretch as well, no matter where you're at. It might feel good to just stay still, breathe, and relax as you open the right hip. Or it might also feel good to make some micro adjustments, shifting your hips from side to side, working through any tight areas that you may have. Once you get a good stretch here, you want to hold the stretch for at least a minute. Remember, the piriformis is deep, so we need to give it some time to lengthen. We're going to extend our left leg, place our right foot next to the left, and then move on to the other side. Bringing the left foot into the belly, warming up the hip joint, placing the ankle on the thigh above the knee, keeping the foot flexed to protect the knee, placing our hands behind us for support, pressing into the hands to keep the spine long, chest open, and then bending into the right knee and finding your appropriate depth on the left side. And very often our hips are a little uneven. So one side might be a lot tighter than the other. That's okay. Just notice where you're at right now and adjust as needed.